What is up, guys? Welcome back and welcome in. I'm Smash, and today we are back at it again with another episode of Sky Bees 2. So, last episode, what did we work on? We worked on a little bit of automation with applied energistics. We set up a molecular assembler to make blank patterns. I have since gone ahead and made tier 1 beehives. We have oak logs now craftable via setting up wood bees. I'll go ahead and show you how we did it. I got to set up wood bees. Wood bees are one of the only useful ones that are not centrifuged. They are just crafted. So we have them craftable into this. In order to do that, we actually have set up I believe this is an import bus? Oh, no, this is a storage bus that we have directly hooked up to the thing and just hooked up to our system right there. And now only those honeycombs are accessible from our network. You could see honeycombs. It's just these ones. The skeleton with the skeleton I manually took out for our beehives. But so you can see we have 223 wood honeycomb blocks accessible, and now I can just say log craft 100 and it'll craft them up. And now I have 100 logs. I can also probably, I believe it's shift. Can't remember how to craft, but I bet I can probably craft up like 1,000 of them. I totally can, yeah. So, and it'll go pretty quickly. So there we go. That's how we're doing our wood now. It's working kind of, sort of, maybe not. But what I want to do today is work on a few things. First thing is looking at the power mod. We need a lot of nitro things to finish up this part of the mod pack. And also, I think a reactor. Ooh, interesting. I don't have a spirited. Isn't that spirited? Isn't this a spirited reactor? This is a niotic reactor. Oh, I don't even have a spirited reactor yet. Okay. Well, in that case, we need to do that. But I've gone ahead and I've set up the autocraft, or at least this for our nitro crystals. So this is working, albeit incredibly slowly. What I did want to do today, really quick, is set it up so that, let me see, can I, where are we? Nitro, there it is. All right, so we need to, 1, 2, do that. That's fine. Niotic 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw those in. Now I should be able to do this and make a nitro energizing rod, which is super cool because every single one I throw down will make this go by just a little bit faster. So we're going to have to do this for all 3 of these. While I'm at it, I'm also going to work on getting, I guess, a spirited reactor. We only need 1 recipe of these, but it should happen fairly fast. What I want to do is, let's see, can I just make 1, 2, 3, 4 of them? Totally can. And again, we don't actually need to make any more than just 1 recipe's worth of it, so we won't even waste our resources. And as a matter of fact, we don't even care about it. I'm just going to throw it in the trash can. Quest complete. Now, the nitro reactor is what we're going to be doing next. And that niotic reactor is keeping up with our power here, plus this, and our fully centrifuges and things like that. So I think, yeah, this is super slow. But we just need to let this all run. I have all of the things, but basically nitro crystals are just blazing crystals, redstone, and nether stars. So we did have to make some more blazing crystals, which is just blaze rods. But we did that already, so we have this ready. So what we're going to do is craft up some more nitro crystals. So we need enough for 2 more rods and 1 set of energy cables, and then also one for 36 nitro reactors, which is kind of insane. But everything that's in it should be everything that we need. One thing I did kind of want to do is actually set up a ME interface below that chest with some recipes in it, so we can just like order blazing crystals whenever we want and things like that. Now obviously like that setup would have to stay the same. It would just be like input into the chest, output into it. So I think we could do that. But first, we do want to make a couple more things. Ooh, the other thing I forgot about this. We have the ultimate factories now. Just walk you through kind of how we do it at mechanism. And I'll just run through real quick. We'll do it with a crushing factory. How about that? So a crushing factory or crusher needs 1 more bucket of lava. That's fine. Let me grab that. A bucket of lava. I have a couple things that I really want to get done today. So, first off, we want to make a crushing factory. I also want a jetpack power that never runs out. And I figured out how to do it. But there's our crusher. We have quest complete. We'll go over to the mechanism thing because I believe the crusher should be right here. So next is a basic crushing factory, which turns out should be fairly straightforward. And there we go. We have a crushing factory. Now, if I put this down, we're just going to leave it right there because I want to get the advanced thing here. Advanced tier installer, which is fairly straightforward. It was just advanced circuits, infused alloy. The advanced circuits are just basic control circuits, osmium and redstone, mixed with infused alloy, iron, and redstone. So that's fine. Next up is our elite circuits, which we probably are missing some reinforced alloy. Perfect. Okay, so this is diamond and infused alloy. So I'm actually going to make a full stack of these, and we'll just grab some diamonds. Now we need to kind of do the math here because each one requires 20 millibuckets, and this produces 80, so 4, which means I only need 16 diamonds to do an entire stack of infused alloy. Cool. So the way we do this is I can just put, I can't put diamonds in here. I have to put diamond dust, or if I put diamonds in an enrichment factory, you see they turned into that, which is, I think it's called enriched diamond. Let me see here. What are we calling it? Enriched diamond. Yep. Perfect. Now I can put the enriched diamond into our infusing factory, and I just go ahead and put the whole stack of this in here. It will create the whole stack. Boom. We can pull that out just fine. All right. So now, if you take reinforced alloy, put them on this, we already know how to make that. I think I have some spare. So this is our elite tier installer. Dink. And now I have an elite crushing factory. So it goes from crusher, which is 1, basic, which is 3, advanced, which is 5, and then elite, which is 7. And finally, we have the ultimate. There it is. We have right here. And that will be needing this. 1, 2. And I can do this. But how did we make atomic alloys? Great question. To make atomic alloys, you have to do a few things. So it's just a reinforced alloy, with refined obsidian dust. Refined obsidian dust is obsidian dust in a metallurgic infuser with diamond. And the obsidian dust is made by putting obsidian in an enrichment chamber. So you put the obsidian in an enrichment chamber, it turns into dust, and then you put it back in the metallurgic infuser with diamonds to make refined obsidian dust, which then you put in, let's see here, we're making enriched. What are we doing? Yeah, you're making the refined obsidian dust, putting it with a reinforced alloy to make the atomic alloy. So it's kind of just a chain. And then, boom, you have yourself an ultimate factory. So this is the crushing factory, which is basically a pulverizer, but just a little bit better. And now we just need to put our speed, energy, and our muffler upgrade in, which I should have all the resources for. Now, cool thing that Mechanism did. Don't know if it's on purpose or not, but I assume it is. So like speed upgrades, pretty much a stack is how many you need. So I can just shift click all these in instead of like counting out 8, which is, in my opinion, pretty handy. Where is the energy upgrade? There it is. And this is just gold dust. We did this earlier. And then the muffler upgrade, because I'm sure that this crusher is pretty loud. Now let's see if this is 4 or 8. It's 4. See, so it like automatically makes the exact amount that you need by shift clicking, which I think is pretty cool. There's energy and there's muffle. And you can also see like if you were able to get a filter or a gas or any of these upgrades, it will actually tell you. So you can see it's supported as highlighted. So there we go. We have a crushing factory. And now I can actually move this pattern. I guess I should check, but quartz dust. What the heck? Quartz dust? In a crusher, 1-to-1, we'll make this. So we could probably, let's just test this crushing factory, see if it's working properly. Let's just order up some quartz dust. We'll go over here. I do see it working. Let's just make sure it's draining out. It is not. So we want input and output. We'll go like this. We want this to be green. We want this to be purple. There we go. Why are you not leaving? Auto eject on. There you go. It's very possible I could have just clicked auto eject and that would have worked, but either way. All right, let me go check on our nitro crystals. I bet we have probably only 10. We do have 20. Okay, that's actually enough to upgrade both of these, so we're going to do that. All right, guys, we got all 3 of them down, and the power cable, the energy cable, is actually keeping up with all 3 of these, so I'm not even going to replace this yet. Want to work on the power first, but it is going just a little bit faster. It's still not very fast, but it's as fast as we can get it. The next thing I want to do is actually in the flux networks. I want the flux controller because it says enables wireless charging on your flux network. So this is what we want now. What it's going to let us do is actually charge up our jetpack, which I think is going to be pretty awesome. Now, what are we missing? I'm missing flux blocks. Can I make a whole bunch of these? I'm going to need more flux dust, I think. Yeah, we need more flux dust. Okay, that's fine. Let's get some obsidian. Some redstone. Let's get 2 stacks of it. And some cobblestone. Doop. Cobblestone just lets us put the block down like this. And then I should just be able to drop, and right click. And that'll give me my... Oh boy, what the heck? There you go. That'll give me my 2 stacks of flux dust. We've done that before. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was it require 5? It did. 5. There's that. And flux controller. Alright, let's put it down here. Select a network. Perfect. And now, output. What do I need for this? Do I need anything? Jetpack? Wireless charging. Here we go. So we want it to go in our armor slot. And also maybe our hotbar slot. And I think that that's what we want it to do. So now I should be able to see. Why can I not see it? Enable wireless. Apply. And now it's charged. Perfect. So now when I fly around, you should only see it drop to like 799,000. Boop. Turn it back on. Yeah, this is cool. Now, are we losing a little bit more power? Yeah, maybe a little bit. But I think once we do our nitro reactor and we get the ice to make this even more efficient, we should be totally fine. So, wow, we have a lot of nitro. But that was cool. And I think that that's perfect and everything. Once we get into like Draconic Evolution as well, where we have the suit and all the tools, the Draconic Staff of Power and the pickaxes and all these things that require us to have power, it'll be even awesomer. Even awesomer, but yeah, so flight module goes... Where's the suit at? Weird. Anyways, well that worked pretty well, so... Can I make the flux configurator? I feel like maybe we should just start working on some quest lines here. I can do that. Can I make a basic flux storage? Totally can. We need more flux cores. Basic flux storage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. There's 64 of them. And now we need more redstone already. Oh boy. Alright guys, well, I think that this is all pretty straightforward. It's just, oh wow, it needs 6 of them and then 6 of these. And I don't even know what it does. Stores energy for your flux network? I don't know. Alright, well we're going to make them because it's a quest complete. And really guys, we are just waiting for this reactor to hit so that I can start doing more of these. In the meantime, I think something that would be great to work on, if possible, is actually to make an ME interface that fits right here so that I can start actually requesting these. Because we are going to have to run through this mod pack like a lot right here. This mod, we need all the solar panels and things. So like we're going to need so many capacitors. It's not even funny, right? So all the energized steel and the blazing crystals, niotic and spirited and nitro, we're going to need to order all of those, right? So, and those all take time and not something that I really want to do. We have 46 nitro crystals. Cool. Alright guys, so I realized that we need so many processors of the applied energistics processors, and the circuit etcher seems to be the way to do it. So looking at it in applied energistics is this tree to get to the circuit etcher. So I think this is what we're going to do. So let's start off and just see if we can get everywhere that we want to. Let me see what we need. We need coal dust. That's fine. Coal. And this should be able to go into the crusher. Dink. And is this auto outputting? It totally is. Alright. Perfect. There's 6 of them. That's going to give me flux plated. I assume I just put, oh, I have to put this in Scriber. Do I have skystone dust? I have 4 skystone blocks. I need the dust, though. The dust is regular skystone, which came... I can put this in here. This comes from black concrete, I believe. Yeah, it totally does. Okay, so it looks like we're going to need a lot. So let's calculate how much. So 2 fluid steels, which comes from one of these. So we need 1, 2 for the circuit etcher so far. Flux logic will require 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then wow. 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. Yeah, wow. See, that is insane. So, okay, so we're going to need a lot of it then. Okay. Actually, no, the flux dusk is fine. We can make this. We can make all of it, right? Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so what do I need? How do I make this then? This will also need a carbonic flux dust. So we just need a bunch of skystone dust. So, alright, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to make like 2 stacks, 2, 3 stacks of skystone dust utilizing concrete powder, which obviously we don't have yet, but we will. So black concrete powder, which should be, there's 64 of it. And if we just go like this, we kind of have it. Oh, come on. There you go. Like that. Alright, guys. I finally made us the nitro reactor. It required 36 nitro casings, 144 total nitro crystals, 144 dielectric plates, and 36 of these large capacitors, 72. We just made them all real quick. And once we got the nitro, which I believe this is the last bunch of it. Yeah, I think we're done now. So now, I know we have 21 million, like, power, but I'm going to say OL to it. So there is this. Let me just throw that away. And this reactor should be absolutely nutty. It's going to be insane. So we'll throw this up here. I have my liquid starlight bucket that I did save, so this should be good. And we're producing 80,000 RF per tick instead of the 36, I believe, they were producing off the nitro reactor. So doing fairly well. We're actually only inputting as much as we need here. Can I disable the limit here? Not quite sure. Yeah, I guess this is all we need for power right now. So we weren't running low on power. I just thought, we have the power production, we have the time, so let's go ahead and do it. So we are now fully done with the reactor piece of it, which is the biggest part. We are still with this, and we are going to get the nitro cables right now, mostly because they're relatively easy to do. So we're just going to grab this, and actually, let's just take this. It'll save us a little bit of some stuff. So there we go. What am I missing? Yeah, I have them. There we go. 1, 2. We'll make 6 of those. There is that quest line complete. Now, all I should have to do is like that. And then 1, 2, 3. And I don't actually know if it matters, but I always switch these guys to push. This, and then this guy to pull. So, don't really know, but there is, well, a lot of power. Also, auto mode on is what will save your uraninite, because otherwise you run out of uraninite so fast. But one thing I do also want to do eventually is get the icy bee, because the icy bee will allow us to add the ice in here. That's what the last slot is. If we look at the reactor, solid coolants. I believe we want dry ice is the best one. Dry ice comes from blue ice. Blue ice comes from packed ice. It should just be like this. Packed ice comes from regular ice, and regular ice. We could do this sub-zero temp thing, but that would require anything, or not sure this, but I think we centrifuge icy bees. An icy bee is a water bee and a snowball bee. A snowball bee is a snowball bee DNA. Okay. Let's take a peek here. Snowballs come from Blizz. How do I get a snowball? With a blast chiller? I think the blast chiller would probably be the best way to get snowballs. And then snowballs will go into... What the heck? I need a snowball for why? Why did I need this? This is like most of what I do. Is I just like get lost. Okay. The reactor needed dry ice. This is what we need to bookmark stuff. So dry ice required blue ice, packed ice, 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 snow blocks. Oh, if I just get a blast chiller, I can make ice. This is easy. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do that. Let me get the pity machine frame. Actually, do I have machine frames? I do. I'm saving it for the auto thing, but to be honest... Oh, I need packed ice for that. So that has to be some other way then. Glass makes ice. I could do that. What do I need to make this? I need packed ice. I actually need 18 ice. I mean, we could just grind that out. What if we ground out 18 ice? That would let me make this blast chiller, which would then be, I could auto craft into making ice blocks. Maybe that's something we need to look at in the future, but not right now, I guess. Alright. Let's get a game plan going here, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, so I did kind of forget. What we were doing was we were working on the circuit etcher. Well, the circuit etcher is a little bit annoying in that this universal press, which is also used to make the speculative processors, but we can just make the speculative processors, which will require kind of a lot of things. But basically, it requires this universal press pretty much instantly. And to get that, pretty easy to make this piece. We have everything now for that. The singularity, however, requires a matter condenser and a 64K disk. The matter condenser, not that difficult. 64K disk, however, requires 21 1K or 27 1K disks. So, in order to get the circuit etcher, which will make it infinite amounts easier to get more 64K disks, which is awesome for us, and we'll definitely be looking at. It requires us to get 27 of these 1K components first. So I have everything. I got all the honey for a dissolution chamber. Uh, kind of what I'm going to be doing is like this. And also I need to make the speed and everything upgrades for them. Let's grab them. No. Speed and add-on, that's what it's called. We need efficiency, speed, and processing. All the add-ons. Bing, bing, bunk. That should make it reasonably easier. But we're just going to be sitting here doing this because, well, there's really no faster way to do it. We can kind of organize it in our inventory. This is what I did before when we were making the 4Ks. You can organize in our inventory like this. And I can kind of just like keep up with it. And you can just keep clicking them. And then I can just go doop, doop, doop. But we have so many honey buckets in our inventory right now. It's going to be a while, so. Yeah, see, so as we free up honey buckets, we should then be able to do what we want to do with this. So if I go like so, a little bit of inventory management kind of works pretty well with this. What the heck? Come on. All right, now you're full. So if we just go boop, like this, we can kind of keep an inventory of them. We're going to do 27 of these things, and we're going to make them all into discs. And guys, I'm not going to have you watch that. All right, guys, so I did make our matic condenser, and now I made our 1K, 27 1K discs. So what we're going to do is we're going to make all the 4Ks. What am I missing here? Quartz glass. There's a stack of that. Sure. That should have been 9. Should be 3 of these. And 1 64K disc. Now, I think this needs power. It totally does. Stored energy. What the heck? What do I need? Do I need just like items? Like cobblestone or something? Is that... What if I just put a bunch of cobble in here? Oh, it does work. Okay, so I need 256,000 items. Or no, I need 25,000 items, right? Let me just test this. Because what we'll have to do here is probably put an export. 256,000. Okay, easy. I can do this. So what we need to do is get an export bus. Export from the system, right? Or I think it's... I always get them mixed up here. I'm not sure. Either way, we'll get it done. So we need this. And also I need acceleration cards. All of them. And now what I should be able to do is do this. I go like this. I type in, let's say, cobblestone. Because we have tons of it. Wait. This. Come on. There you go. And now you can see it's filling up. And once it does, it should produce a singularity. Alright, guys. So this thing over here is coming along. We got about 72,000, almost a quarter of the way done. I was looking at this circuit etcher. In order to do it, we need a universal press. We can do that part. The speculative processors require printed speculative circuits, which requires the speculation core 64. Now, each one gets like easier and easier. So you have two 32s and a parallel processor. Well, just the parallel processor requires this printed parallel circuit, which requires a resonating gem. Resonating gem requires the fluix aggregate, which requires ender pearl dust. I think we can do that, just crushing ender pearls. It also requires to make, though, logic processors, fluids, logical observers, things like that. Nothing fancy, just not what we can do in the rest of this episode. So I think what I'm going to do is wrap it up here, because I think we need to honestly make all of these in order to get through to it. Because I'm looking, this is an engineer, this is calculation, this is logic, silicone, redstone, and then this is just going to be our flux aggregator to make a matter ball, which is a 4K disk with some items as well. So I guess we could probably do it with a 1K disk, but we are going to need just an absolute crap ton of these matter balls, because we need two of them to make two, and we need this and this, and in order to make it, right, we need one of these 64s, and we actually need two speculative in order to make our circuit etcher. So crazy amounts, but once we get them, everything will be awesome. But it will just wait till the next episode. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please consider subscribing. Click the link down below for my Discord as well as my Twitch. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, guys, we'll see you next time. Oh yeah.